Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words, but they don't?
When I saw you, I already knew that there was something inside of you. Something I thought that I would never find. Angel of
I
mine.
am the greatest, the greatest, the greatest, the greatest.
What up, though, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of the GOAT Debate Podcast. Meech Stokes here with you on another beautiful evening. We want to thank you so much for joining us. With me, as always, on each and every episode is the producer extraordinaire, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Darius. Darius, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. My internet is not doing so good, but I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. Well, we have a very, very exciting show on tap tonight. We've been hyping it up for the past week. We've been talking about it on all of our social media. Of course, if you don't follow us already, please follow us. You can search the Go Debate Podcast on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at GOAT_debate. But we've been hyping it up all over our social media. This week's episode, we're going to jump into 90s R&B, which was a pretty nice era in R&B music, a good time. And we're going to tackle the great debate of Brandy versus Monica. And we're going to do it with a little twist this week. Darius and I, neither one of us can sing. So we are going to add a little twist to the Brandy Monica debate by bringing two great people on with us, great guests who are going to sing for us some of Brandy and Monica's greatest hits. We have Wakila and we have Robin. Guys, thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Hey
Hey,
guys,
thanks for
hey,
having me.
thank
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
you.
Yeah, we're very, 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 very excited to have you guys. So basically, the way this is going to go, guys, we're going to, Robin and Wakila each selected 4 songs from Brandy, 4 songs from Monica. They're going to give us a little snippet of each song. They're not going to go through the entire song. They're going to give us a snippet of each song. We're going to discuss it, debate, talk about them a little bit. And then we have a little special treat at the end for song number 5. Wakila, tell us a little bit about. I know I was checking out your social media and learning a little bit about you before we get into the singing. Tell us a little bit about your music background and your journey there.
For sure. My name is Wakila Shabazz. Once again, thank you all so much for having me. I have been singing for quite some time since I was since I was like 5, 6 years old, probably younger than that. And just throughout the years, I've been writing songs. I do some acting and some musical theater and things like that. And I also record record some of my music. You can find some of my songs on Apple Music, iTunes, and all those other digital outlets. Um, and let's see. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's all on us right now. But
Okay, all right,
yeah,
all right. And Robin, real quick. Robin is a great friend of mine. She's the wife of actually one of my closest friends, probably my best friend. So I know her very well. So, but Robin, tell us a little bit about your background before we jump in.
I kind of am in the same boat where I've been singing for forever. My mom has this. Well, my grandma actually was the one who told me. She was like, when I was a baby, my mom was in home ec when I was born. So when I was a baby, they used to sit me on this pillow that she made in the window, and they used to like have the window cracked, and I would just sing, and the neighbors would come by and sing, and They're like, you sound so beautiful. And so I've literally been singing since I was a baby. But like I went to DSA for high school. It was about 20 years ago. But I went to DSA
don't
for
be
high
giving your
school.
age away, Robin. You ain't supposed to
That's
be
all
telling
right.
them.
You already know. I don't care. But I went to DSA for high school. And well, you already know. I'm married, 3 kids, sing sometimes, sing in church, just trying to put myself back out there, get myself out there, you know.
All right. Well, sweet, sweet. All right. Well, Darius, before we get into some of the songs, do you have anything you want to add, or is it just let's get ready to rumble? What do you have anything you need to add?
Well, I know I got this question a lot when I said Brandy versus Monica on the GOAT debate. And there's a lot of questions about that, what the debate is about that. But, these are the princesses of R&B, the 90s, my youth. So, it's been long talked about. So now we're going to take a little deeper dive, listen to some of their greatest hits, and kind of see who comes out on top. Since I'm repping the debate side of Monica along with Wakila Music here, Wakila Shabazz, we already know that Monica has the greatest catalog. I know people consider her the underdog, right? But the numbers don't lie.
Oh, okay.
The music doesn't lie. All right. So I'm not gonna go too far.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go too far, but you know the deal.
All right. We still got a ways to go, but we flipped the coin. Wakila is gonna start first. She's gonna go into the first Monica selection. So we're gonna give the floor to Wakila. Take it away.
That's it. All right. Here we go. So I'm gonna go with one. Back in the day, it was all teenagers. Here we go. This turned me on to Monica is one of my favorite Monica songs. So here we go. Here we are face to face with the memories that can't be erased. Although we need each other, things have changed. It's not the same. Sometimes it makes me wonder, where would I be if you hadn't discovered like I did inside of me? I know there was something that we could compare, and I never meant to cause you no pain. I just want to go back to being the same, and I only want to make things right, hey, before you walk out my life. There we go.
Hey.
That's that song right there.
Hey, that was awesome.
That's that song right there.
All right, Darius. So what you got to say? That's a great song. I can't hate it. That's a great. You sound great too. I can't hate on that one.
Thank you.
That is a great song. Wakila did an awesome job on that. I was about to jump in. She went right for that. She went right for no background help. I had to restrain myself a little bit.
Right.
I know. But that's off that Miss Thang album, right?
Yeah.
That 1995 hitter. 3 times platinum.
Yes.
Number 7 on the R&B charts. She killed it.
Yes, she did.
Man. I mean, there's like four singles off of that album, and that single itself was 7 in the US, and then number 1 on the R&B charts. So this is back in 1995, back when they were still cassette tapes. Y'all remember cassette tapes?
Wait a minute. What? We're still cassette tapes.
She was singing about play me a melodies, no matter what you put something, but she said put the tape in the radio or something. She was talking about that singing tape. You're right.
Wow.
In the song.
So. Gee whiz. I'm getting old, man, for real.
Y'all remember when y'all had to put the pencil in the cassette tape?
To rewind it.
Oh,
yeah. For real. I remember having to like when I wanted to make my little mixtapes, I would buy the blank cassette and I would like record the songs off the radio.
Yeah.
And then you would have our little mixtape. We are really dating ourselves here for the younger
man.
No, for real. For real.
Y'all remember when y'all would get mad because the DJ would come on, either he would try and sing part of the song, be like, no, man, no.
Like, go away.
Messing up my mixtape. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, yeah, that's definitely a great song. Before you walk out of my life. That is the name of it, right? Before you walk out my life.
Yeah, that's it.
So that was her. What Miss Thing was her first album.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, before you walk out my life. Okay, that was our first Monica joint. Now we ready. Now we going to Brandy. Now we going. We team Brandy over here. So I'm gonna turn it over to Robin for the first Brandy joint. If you want to talk a little bit about it. If not, I'm ready to talk about it after you're done, Robin. So let's get to it. Let's go.
All right. So this one is one of my favorites. Of course, it's Brandy. I have a ton. But I do. But this one is one of my favorite ones. I found it quite strange the way you said her name. And when you look in her eyes, I see the love. You can't deny it's more to this than what you say. 'Cause in your sleep, you call her name. You say she's just a friend. I knew right then 'cause the rain began. Angel in the sky she was. The reason why you fell for her. And then she broke your heart that day and left you in the rain. Still I love you, an angel in the sky she was. The reason why you fell for her. And then she broke your heart that day and left you in the rain. Still I love you.
Yes. Angel in Disguise.
Yeah.
A great Brandy song. I think Angel in Disguise is like one of her I don't know, it's kind of an underrated song when you kind of think of the Brandy hits, but it's like one of my favorites. It actually still like comes on some radio today. Like if you catch the old, we have a station here that kind of plays like I don't know, I guess it's an old school R&B technically. Yeah. I guess it is. So
I know, man, like old school, I'm not digging that. I don't think
you know like I'm like, oh, yeah, right. But I mean it still comes on those type of stations. And so Angel in Disguise, while it probably like it charted the actual single charted the peak position on the US R&B and hip hop charts was 17th, and it was 72nd on the Billboard 100. And so although it, hey, it didn't chart super high, it's one of her underrated songs. It kind of shows her singing ability. The album though that song on, which was Never Say Never, which was released in 1998, actually charted at number 2. It is a 5-time platinum album, and a great album. It charted number 2 on both the R&B and the Billboard 200, which kind of covers all genres of music. And so this was Brandy's second album, if I'm not mistaken. Never Say Never was her second album. And I think it was her, from a selling standpoint, her most popular one. But Angel in Disguise is a great song. And so thanks, Robin, for doing that one. And we're gonna shift it back on over to Team Monica.
That's right. You coming over to the winning team once again. Talking about Brandy versus Monica.
Amen.
Yes. And Robin was singing about an angel, right? That was a beautiful song about an angel. But Monica had a better song about an angel.
Yes, she did. Amen and amen.
Oh, really now? Do tell.
Well, I could tell you about it, and I will tell you about it, but I'm going to let Wakila really tell you about it.
Yes, it was a song about an angel. Like the head go. When I first saw you, I already knew that there was something inside of you. Something I thought that I would never find. Angel of mine. I look at you, looking at me. Now I know why they say the best things are free. Gonna love you for you are so fine. Angel of mine. How you change my world, you'll never know. I'm different now. You help me grow. When I saw you, I already knew that there was something inside of you. Something I thought that I would never find. Angel of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Sorry about that,
Angel of
son.
mine.
That's all right.
I missed my cue. That's all. My fault. I was supposed to
My
jump on.
bad.
I'm going to get you on the next one.
My bad. There you go.
Man.
I'll do better next time, cause I ain't gonna admit it.
We all good. We all good because I don't know if y'all know that was a cover of British R&B Eternals hit, I think, from 1997. She put this out.
Never known that.
That's right, because she took that bad boy and made it hers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some trio apparently.
Okay.
But yeah, it was number one. That was one of her of course biggest hits. Number one in the U.S. Number two in R&B somehow. That was off of that "The Boy Is Mine" 1998 album. Y'all know about that one. That was also 3 times platinum. So she went back to back. There was no sophomore slump with Miss Monica. She went back to back with right there. So, Monica, she's been singing. She's got that story that seems like all singers got, right? She started singing at the age of 2 and, joined the choir at the age of 10. And, that's how every singer starts out. So, but she just popped off from 12. Can you think she's talking about an angel of mine at 14? Well, this is 98, so this was off the second album.
Yeah.
So she's close to
older,
18.
so
a little bit older.
I don't know if anybody was an angel in my life that young, but hey, that puppy
it's chasing the opposite sex and going to malls and
right,
that kind of stuff. Who's thinking about angels at 18?
Yeah, well, hey, she's trying to sell records, so I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess it's back on Team Brandy, and so we've been talked about an angel in disguise. We talked about an angel of mine. Now I think Robin is going to talk about a baby, not a literal baby, not like a wah baby.
I guess that's why you don't be talking about chasing boys and going to the mall.
That was like a really good segue, right? Because you talk about an angel of mine, and it might lead to a baby. So, Robin, or maybe I'm just talking about my life. Maybe I'm just talking about my life story. But but Robin, we gonna get the floor to you, and we gonna get into this next song, and then I'll talk a little bit about it after you tear it up.
Okay, well, you already said the name, so we already know what song it is. Or if you don't, you really should. Um, it's it's a good song. I mean, I don't really talk, so I just sing. Guess it's time to say, baby, baby, how you make me feel when you come to mind. I can't keep my cool, baby, baby. I can't hold it inside. 'Cause we wait each day just to see you walk. Trying to move in close to get to where you are. Not trying to be rude, baby, baby. Nothing ventured, nothing came, so I'm telling you, baby, 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 baby. Don't you know that you're so fine, baby? Baby, 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 baby. I think about you all the time, baby.
All right. Yes, baby, 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 baby. She said so good. She said multiple times. You're so fine. Listen, and that was obviously, of course, we don't need this baby, right? That song was off of Brandy's debut album, self-titled debut album, Brandy. That song was actually a number one record for Brandy. It was number one on the Billboard R&B and hip hop charts. Also number one for hot dance singles, which I don't even know if that's still a chart today. But and then the song actually peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. So a big record for Brandy. Her debut album, obviously the album that put her on the map, was also quadruple platinum. So her first album goes quadruple platinum. Her second album goes 5 times platinum. So Brandy was bringing the heat, man, and she was selling records. And Baby was one of those big songs from that debut album. Shout out to everybody, real quick. We got a lot of people in the chat room. We got Team Brandy's. We got Team Monica's. Claire said, "You taking me back with some of the songs you guys are singing." And so Sharice says, "Good singing." What's up, Sharice? So we're really thankful that you guys are joining us in the chat room. And we're going to keep this thing rolling, right, dears?
Absolutely. Keeping it rolling. Just we want to make sure you follow on the social media. And real quick, if you can take a second to subscribe to the podcast, if you could take a second to hit us up on iTunes, it's GOAT Debate. You can see it right there on the Facebook. We'd greatly appreciate it so we can continue to build and grow and, bring great artists on like we have tonight and much bigger things that we have planned. So it's really important to us if you show us a little love. And Kristen says she's both teams. Sorry.
That's cool. Hey, share the love. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I guess. Stokes, if I may.
You may.
Can I take a second to talk about a song that is not appreciated as much as some of the others?
Okay.
This song comes off an album that was pretty important to Monica. Monica was going through some things. Miss Thang was going through some things. And I believe it was around the time of her 5th album where we saw Monica Still Standing debut to kind of shed some light on her life at that time. And this whole album was a comeback for her. She really needed this. She thought her 4th album was a flop. She thought it was too pop, even though that 4th album, The Makings of Me, it peaked at number 8 US and #1 on the R&B charts. She considered it a flop. So this was a big album for her, and one of the singles off of that album, "Love All Over Me," is one that I think kind of falls under the radar when you talk about Monica songs. Wakila, let me ask you before you blow us all away. What made you choose this song out of all the Monica songs?
Because I think it's just one of her. I think it's a beautiful song. And it might have been a little underrated, but yeah, I think that's what it was, and it shows her range. And yeah, she has this voice that will give you chills when she sings. And this was one of those songs that and I thought that it should be showcased. This is a beautiful song.
All right.
Fair enough.
That's it? All right. Yeah. Must not have been paying attention. I stepped right on in it, didn't even notice how deep I was. I went from the ground to the top of the clouds. Now as I look down, I see where I fell into your arms. Now I got love all over me, and maybe it touched every part of me. Oh, I got love all over me. And I don't want to get it off. I'm completely covered up in your love.
Woo! Woo! Oh, man. Love all over me. Thank you, Wakila, for knocking that out of the park. We talk about, top 10 hits a lot and things of that nature. And this wasn't one of them, but when you just hear that song, you just get, yes. It's just gives you chills. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Before we go over to Brandy, I just want to show some love. I know you have it right there. For those who are listening, though, Wakila, where can they find you? I know you've got it on Twitter and Facebook and all, but you also have a singles.
Yeah, I have some
on
singles
iTunes.
So you can go to SoundCloud, and you can hear my original material. And then also, like I said, it is on everything. So Google Play, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, and Amazon. So you can pretty much go to any outlet and put my name in Wakila. You can either put Wakila Music or Wakila Shabazz, and you should be able to pull it up. Also, I have my Wakila Music fan page on Facebook as well.
All right, we'll throw that link in the chat for those to make sure they go ahead and hit the like button on her page, please. Hit the like button.
Yes, please.
Sweet. So I guess the ball is in our court now, Robin. Now, we've been singing a lot about love. These first few songs, we've had Baby, Baby, Baby. We had Angel of Mine, Angel in Disguise, Love All Over Me. And sometimes in relationships, heartbreak happens. And so we're going to take it to a record back from 1995, if you guys can remember what you were doing back in 1995. Now, this record actually did not appear, well, they threw it on a Brandy album, but it technically wasn't a part of, an official album per se. Brandy just happened to be on tour with this certain huge 90s R&B group at the time. You guys may have heard of them. They're called Boys to Men. And there's a singer in Boys to Men by the name of Wanye Morris. And very controversially, I think, him and Brandy dated for a while, but it made a little noise because he was like 6 years older than her and she was like 18. And so, but while on tour, they recorded a duet, and it is a great song. And I'm going to let Robin tell you about the rest. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, Robin.
I'm actually not going to say anything else. You said everything. That's it. All right. I'm young, but I'm wise enough to know that you don't fall in love overnight. That's why I thought if I took my time, that everything in love will be right. Oh, but as soon as I close my eyes, I was saying to love goodbye. But I guess I'm lonely, broken hearted. Life's not over. I can start again while I'm lonely, broken hearted. It's hurting thing to get over.
All right. Broken hearted. Now I was laughing because my homegirl Chris in the chat room asked me, was I going to sing Wanye's part with Robin? And I'm like, oh no.
I was waiting.
Now
I was waiting.
I was in the choir back in the day, y'all. But I was I was just trying to pass class. I was trying to graduate from school. So, I wasn't a crooner per se. I was just kind of, I could carry a tune bad to make the choir not sound bad. But yeah, that was Broken Hearted. That is a great, great song. Great duet. Like I said, that song technically wasn't a part of a Brandy album, but it was such a good song that it actually charted number 2 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs Billboard chart. It got up to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. So even though it didn't appear on an album, it was a great R&B song from the 90s. You put Brandy together with Wanye, who was one of the, technically Boyz II Men really doesn't have a lead singer. They kind of all sang, but one of the more well-known voices from the group. And you had Magic, Darius. You had Magic. Broken Hearted. Great song.
It was a great song, and Robin did a great job singing that.
Great job.
But
Robin.
when we talk about great songs, you got to go back to Monica. Okay. You got to go back to a top 10 hitter is what you got to do. Okay. This song was popular when it came out, and then it became popular again years later when you had the greats like Chance the Rapper try to show you a little something on it. NBA great Dame Dollar try to throw his hook on there as well.
Oh, I'm interested in knowing where you're going with this. Okay.
Keke Palmer said she wanted to try and sing a little thing.
Okay.
And you can't forget one of the greatest versions of all time, Dwayne Wade.
What? Oh, I have no clue where you guys are going here. What?
Okay.
All
right, scratch that last one.
I'm intrigued.
All that happened?
My fault. Scratch that last one. Dwayne Wade did sing a verse, but it wasn't the best. But what I'm talking about is the So Gone challenge that came
okay.
from the So Gone single.
Gotcha.
That was a number 10 song. Wakila,
Yeah.
why did you pick this great song that so many people try to sample and try to do their thing on it?
Because it's just that hard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I gotta find something that she did that was hot, and that was it. Like that was it. And you know, she had the whole Missy production going on and everything. I mean, yeah, it was just it's hot. So I was like, okay.
Written and produced by Missy Elliott. Yes, that's a gem there too. Whenever you're ready.
Here we go. So gone over you. Silly of me, devoted so much time to find you unfaithful boy. I nearly lost my mind. Drive past your house every night in a non-marked car, wondering what she had on me to make you break my heart. You make me feel I'm so gone, sorry. You make me feel. Oh, when I love to love you, baby. Sorry. Hold on. See, I'm a rowdy chick. Sometimes I gotta fight because my mouth too slick. Baby, why you doing me like an angry shit? Make me want to ride past your house and sick. Kick down your doors and smack your chick. Just to show you Monica not having that. So in love with you like a drug advocate. Someone real. What she do better. All right, here we go.
Wakila gave us bars. He gave us bars. Yeah.
Did not expect that.
I wasn't expecting her to flow.
That was that joint, man.
Hey, I think So Gone is probably my favorite song by Monica. That's probably my favorite joint by Monica. So that's a favorite of mine too, Wakila. That was a good one. That was a good one.
So good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Darius, is it on me? I thought you might have something to add before I.
Oh, well, I was gonna do one of my verses, but I
oh, I thought you left your 16 bars next week.
She already started rapping. I was like, all right, well,
yeah.
There goes my surprise.
Next week on the GOAT debate, it's gonna be a cipher between me and Darius, but we're gonna say that for next week because we don't want to take Wakila and Robin shine away this week. That's made that decision.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
But So Gone is such a great song. But listen, we're gonna shift it back over to Brandy, and we're going to another number one record. See, we got number ones over here, Darius. We got number ones over here. This is also another song off of the Never Say Never album, which went 5 times platinum. This song went number 1 on the Rhythmic Billboard chart. It was number 1 on the Hot 100, and for some strange reason, it only peaked at number 2 on the R&B charts. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
But I'm gonna let Robin take it away. It's a great ballad. Robin, floor is yours.
All right. Have you ever been in love so bad you do anything to make them understand? And have you ever had someone steal your heart away? You do anything to make them feel the same. Have you ever searched for words to get you in the heart, but you don't know what to say, and you don't know where to start? Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words, but they don't come out right? Have you ever? Have you ever?
Woo!
Yes. Have you ever?
I love that song.
Have you ever heard of a number one hit so wonderful, so beautiful, sang so beautifully? There's Have you ever? Great song. Like I said, I gave the stats about the song before. Number one on multiple charts. Just a great, great song. Yeah, man. Yeah. There's what are your thoughts?
Well, it's definitely a number one song, and we look back at the catalog between Monica and Brandy, and Brandy came out the gates with you said like 4 and 5 times platinum. Monica
Right.
was 3 times platinum. I don't know if Brandy ever had an album hit number one on the US Top 100.
I think number 2 was. I think she got number 2 was.
Yeah. I may have known that. That.
Singles, yes. Album, no.
Yeah. I was just wondering because we've had number 2 albums as well, but after the storm, that did hit. It hit number 1 on the US chart. So I just wanted to. That was that one with the So Gone that we just heard. I just reminding you guys of that. But lots of great songs. But we talk about all the hits after hits after hits after hits that they had, but it's so weird that the Monica and Brandy they're known for a beef that they have against each other. They're known for singing together. Most importantly, that's probably the biggest thing. That was the number one song either of them have ever sung before.
Right.
The Boy Is Mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I just think that's ironic and crazy. They've had this big beef, and we talked about the So Gone challenge. Did y'all see Brandy's response to the So Gone challenge?
I did not. No. Was it bad?
Well, it was a tweet. Someone asked her when she was going to jump on and sing, a hook on the So Gone, and her response was, "Ciao, bye."
Ciao.
Well, that's not necessarily a diss, right? I mean, that's maybe declining to one of these.
That's not a diss. That's a shame.
Maybe a little bit. So
she saw Monica at number 1, and she said, "I'm not trying to follow that."
So it's interesting because we got inspired to do this episode from all of these versus battles that we've been seeing on Instagram. And so, this Saturday, Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott, that one's going to be fire. But they've been trying. So the versus battles, for those that don't know, are organized by Swizz Beatz and Timbaland. So they've been putting all these together, the Babyface and the Teddy Riley, and they did T-Pain and Lil Jon, I think. And so now they've been trying to get the ladies involved. And so they're coming with the Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, but they really they've been trying to get Brandy versus Monica, and Monica doesn't want to do it. She's kind of come out publicly like, nah, it's not, it's not worth her time. She doesn't really want to do it. So maybe there's still a little animosity between the two. They were kind of jockeying for that position in the 90s. What do you guys think?
Well, I heard that she said something to the effect of it would bring out personal issues between them or something. So I think they just still got this continuous beef going on. I'm not quite sure what it is about, but yeah.
Yeah, man, they carrying it for a long time. Like, who carrying beef longer, Brandy and Monica or Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas? Like, they all carrying these beefs for like 25 years. They kind of
or
hate
50 and Ja Rule.
Yeah, or 50 Cent and Ja Rule, right? Because they
What
tried
is
to get
going
that
on?
battle too, and 50 Cent was
Oh.
like, "No, I think we might have violence on video if they got that one together." So,
But
Ew.
they do have another song together.
yeah, you brought that to my attention
from
today. Yeah,
2012. It's
It
called
all
"It All
belongs
Belongs to
to me.
Me." Yep.
Yeah.
and see,
Yeah.
I never knew that. I never heard the song, and they have a
And
video.
that's just like,
Yeah, it has a video too.
Yeah,
yeah, it's just a
Ain't it
few
over a
years
guy too?
old, right?
It's well, no, it came out in 2012.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
it came out. It
Okay.
came out quite a bit ago. I
2020.
mean,
Wow, damn, that's 8 years ago.
So that's just 8 years. I
Time is
mean, 8 years ago
moving.
is a long time.
What happened on that set?
When you compare it to
Dang.
The Boy's Mind, that's way more recent. But
and it's a video with that one too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ain't
so
it about a guy too?
Ah.
I'm pretty positive in the video. It's all the whole thing still is all about a guy.
yeah,
They still fighting over this dude. Who is this dude?
No,
This
they
is
wasn't fighting over
the
his
boy that was
yeah,
there
like,
in 1990 something. Yeah,
what,
okay.
Wakila?
That particular song, that was about them being upset with somebody, and or was he still with the both of them?
I don't, and that's the thing that the video it didn't look like the same person in the video, but at the end, I don't know if anybody's actually going to go
But
watch
at the
the
end,
video.
it
I'm
was
about to do a
one
spoiler.
guy. It
It was
sure
one
was.
guy, and they both were standing outside the car, and they both drove away in the same car, and they blew his car up. So,
Get dang.
Yes, it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was
All the
pretty
people in the world and Brandy and Monica still fighting over the same old dude.
funny. Maybe they ended the day ain't fight no more because they drove off together.
They sure did.
Apparently
Yes,
not.
they sure did. They sure did.
That was just for the video. They got out that car and they were ready to throw blows again.
so
Probably.
yeah. So Eugene in the chat room says that they got into a fight at an MTV Music Awards back in the day.
Really?
That's new. That's new
I
to me
didn't know
too.
that.
So
We found all kinds of stuff out.
Geez Louise. Hey, the R&B world is gangster. They I thought it was the rappers that was out here.
Don't think just because they sing sweet, they are sweet.
Yeah,
right. Don't
right.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well,
crazy.
So go ahead, Darius.
In the chat room, they asking for a song together. They looking for a song together. If we could put you on the spot, I don't know how this is gonna work because of lag and timing, but maybe you could give it a shot. They asking for the boy's mind, people. They asking for it. So they putting you on the spot. We'll put you on the spot. If it don't work out, it don't work out. But maybe.
Well, let's give it a shot. Why not? Gotta give the people what they want.
All right, Stokes, you sing the first verse. I'll sing the second.
No, I'll pass. I'll give it to Wakila and Robin. They do so much better than I would ever do. Okay, and I'm assuming that you would ever do either too.
Me.
You think we can pull it off, Robin?
We can try.
Okay.
Hey.
We're gonna say okay.
We gonna do it a cappella.
Yeah, because yeah, Brandy starts it, right?
Okay.
All right. I think it's time we got this straight. Let's sit and talk face to face. There is no way you could mistake. And for your man, are you insane?
You see, I know that you may be a tidbit jealous of me, but you're blind if you can't see that his love is all in me.
See, I tried to hesitate. I didn't want to say what he told me. He said without me, he couldn't make get through the days that I
Maybe
share.
you misunderstood, 'cause I can't see how you could wanna change something that's so good. All my love was all it took. You need to
Need to
give it
give it
up.
up at a party
I'm the
now.
body,
It's not hard to
he's not going
see
to see the
the
boy
boy.
is mine. I'm
I'm
sorry
sorry
that
that
you
you seem to be
seem to
confused.
he
It
belongs to
belongs to
me.
me. The
The
boy
boy
is
is
mine.
mine.
Yeah.
My shoes.
Oh,
Go
Go
my
ahead.
ahead.
bad. I want to stop. Oh,
We gonna stop. There we go. The,
that was
oh,
great.
wait, Robin. Not
Yeah,
yours, but
but
mine.
mine, not yours, but
But
mine,
mine. Not
not
yours,
yours,
but
but
mine.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. The boy is mine. So like Darius said, that was a number one record
yeah.
for both of them.
For both of
2.6
them.
million copies sold. So a couple little fun facts about The Boy Is Mine. It was supposed to be a response, if you will, to The Girl Is Mine by Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. So it was supposed to be kind of like a counter. It was inspired by that song. So it was a counter to that song. The Boy Is Mine also was the second song in the history of the Billboard charts to jump to number one from a spot greater than number 20. So when the song initially debuted, it debuted at number 23, and by the second week,
No.
it jumped all the way to number one.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only other song to ever do that was Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles in 1964. So
Wow.
they
It's
made
awesome to know.
history.
Congratulations to both of them. That's what's
Yeah,
up. I
Right.
yeah.
never knew that.
They won the Grammy for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or a Group in 1999. That song was nominated for Record of the Year and Best R&B Song, but did not win at the Grammys. But it did win the Best R&B Performance by a Duo. It won 3 Billboard Music Awards for Sales Single of the Year, for Hot 100 Song of the Year, and best R&B song. So very successful song. In the video, I got a quiz. I got a quiz for you guys.
Oh gosh.
Do you know the boy? Obviously, the song is "The Boy Is Mine." So they were fighting over a boy, a man. Do you know who the boy was in the music video that they were fighting over? He's an actor.
Is it Tyrese?
No, but you're close. He's a bald guy, so you're kind of on the ballpark. Let's see. What's some of his notable movies? He was in 8 Mile. He was in Up. Claire in the chat room. She said it. But it was Mekhi Phifer.
Oh yeah.
Mekhi Phifer was the guy in the video who Brandy and Monica were. I said Monica. I sound like
Yeah.
Monica. He'd probably call her Monica. But that was the guy who Monica and Brandy were fighting over, if you will, in the video. So The Boy Is Mine. What a great song. Again, it was ironically, it was probably would you guys say it was probably their biggest song, the biggest song for each of them? Would you say that or no?
I think so.
I would say yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, Darius, you agree? I mean, they have big songs, but I think that one probably was their most commercially successful record.
Yeah, it was without a doubt. I mean, you've noted all of the accolades. 13 weeks at number one, which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Both of their second albums, that was their kind of because usually we talk about sophomore slumps and they come up with this number one hit for 13 weeks.
Yeah, neither one of them had a sophomore slump though. Their second album, they both did really well. Yeah.
I think they're both their second albums. I know Monica's for me is I mean, she had, great hits on both of them, but I would say the second one is my favorite. And I just thought it was interesting because Mekhi Phifer, he was relatively new. I think it was just off of coming off of Soul Food.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that was 1997. He's Lim and Soul Food, so they all growing up together. Is kind of what it was. So I thought it was amazing. Let me ask you this. So, ladies, I know you sung Monica, you sung Brandy. Are you partial to one over the other? Wakila, are you partial to Brandy versus Monica or Monica versus Brandy?
Yeah, I'm partial to Monica just because I love Monica's voice, and she has range and she has power behind it, and she just has some beautiful tones. A lot of times she reminds me, some of the things that she does reminds me of Whitney Houston, and that's talent. I like her. I feel her music deeper than Brandy's, but I do recognize and respect Brandy's catalog because it's freaking ridiculous.
It's deep.
Yeah. What about you, Robin?
Ironically, I'm kind of partial to Brandy. Honestly, I can understand what is said in her songs. Like, for me, I literally was in high school when Baby came out.
Yeah.
So literally, it's kind of what I was feeling then. It's like
she's Borging.
You
guys are frozen. Everybody?
Hello? Test 1 2.
I can still see you, Robin. I can still see you.
Borging.
Okay, hold on. Let's try taking my head. Let's take the headphones out and see what happens. So, is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So like for me, I feel the lyrics in her songs a lot more. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Monica is amazing. Amazing. She has a lot of wonderful songs. Her range is crazy, but Brandy's range is it's amazing.
Yeah.
And like for her to have, because like at this point in time, she hasn't put out music in forever, but everybody knows who Brandy is.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I think, and that's a good point that that Robin makes. As far as when you talk about relevance, I think Monica kind of fell back, and then Brandy, on the strength of, she kind of took it beyond the music. She did Moesha. She did, the Cinderella thing with Whitney Houston. It was ironic that Wakila was saying Monica kind of reminds her of Whitney Houston, and Brandy did the movie with Whitney Houston and things of that nature. And so I even think Brandy was like in a didn't she play in like I Know What You Did Last Summer? Do you guys remember those horror movies? I think she did at some, a couple movies as well. So I think as far as your question, Darius, I actually was saying when we were, kind of discussing this and putting this all together, that I always liked Monica's voice better, but I thought that Brandy had the better catalog. That was kind of my kind of my thing too. And I guess someone put in the chat that Brandy went to prom with Kobe Bryant too. So Brandy scoring points all over the place, but but they both were impactful to 90s R&B, and I just think they kind of, even if they didn't want to, I think obviously they ultimately did have a rivalry, but I think even if they didn't want to, just because they were kind of running the same lane, if you will. I mean, they were making the same type of music. They were targeting the same demographic. I just think it was kind of, people just automatically kind of pit them against each other. And so then it just kind of ultimately, and sometimes when that happens, it just organically grows into a rivalry. And that's kind of what we saw with Monica and Brandy. But they're both great singers and have great music for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I think most people lean to Brandy over Monica in the great debate of things, and maybe rightfully so. I think she's sold more albums.
Yeah.
The movies that she's been in, although Monica did she did her own little TV stuff outside of her own reality show. She got on because she was but I guess managed by Queen Latifah to start out.
I didn't know that.
And yeah. So she got with Dallas Austin, who produced and still produces all her stuff. And then I guess Queen Latifah being a female, I guess that was a good bridge for her. And then she ended up getting on Living Single, which is of course Queen Latifah's TV show.
Was she on Living Single?
She was in Beverly Hills 90210, which was huge at the time.
She was in ATL too.
Okay.
She was a waitress. She had like a brief. I just remember her being in ATL when T.I. and his boys went to eat. She was at ATL. She was like the waitress. But I mean, that was like a brief cameo. I just remember that though.
Yeah. So I mean, and both of them have put out singles at least in the last year.
Yeah.
Like the last month, they both have come out with new music. Yeah. Monica has a new EP out, which I had no idea until I started researching for the podcast, and then Brandy just dropped a single Friday with Chance the Rapper called "Baby Mama."
Yeah. What's up with her babies?
Yeah, I don't know. I think she only got one kid. Like I think she only had one kid, but it's kind of like a ode to the baby mamas. So yeah. Claire points out that Brandy had a reality show called Being Brandy, which I do remember that. I remember Ray J clowning in that more than Brandy. I think it was Brandy's show, but I just remember Ray J always being a problem. And then Monica is doing the reality show with T.I. and his family, because it's like the Friends and Family Hustle or whatever, and that's out now. That's a reality show that's on TV right now, and Monica's a part of that. So they both done reality shows. They both been in movies. They both have platinum records. It's no wonder they're rivals. Their careers kind of
mimic each other,
mirror each other for sure.
I mean, you'd think the money they could make by touring together.
Oh my God, yes,
they would murder it.
I'm sure somebody has brought that up, but you
have to have a headliner.
Yeah.
But they do that all the time with comedians, where they'll alternate on different nights.
Yeah,
but that's different, and you already know that.
Yeah, that would be great.
That's totally. It would be amazing, but that's totally different than a comedian, because for somebody who sings, that's like headlining a show.
Yeah,
it's like one of the biggest things that you are ever going to do. It's your own show. It's your own tour, and you have people that come with you who go before you, but they would never do the back and forth. No, it'd have to be one.
They need to, and they could close it out with The Boy Is Mine. They both on stage to end the show.
That's
a no-brainer.
They would sell out venues
everywhere. Everywhere they went,
if they toured together. And I'm sure someone has brought that idea up for them to do that. But
and then Brandy said, "Ciao, bye."
Yeah, right. Well, guys, we want to thank you guys so much for listening and for tuning in to this episode of the GOAT Debate podcast. Everybody has been in the chat room chiming in, giving stats and information. We really appreciate it. It's a lot of our friends and fam and people like that. So we appreciate them jumping in and showing us some love. Of course, we have to thank Wakila. I think she might have had some technical difficulties, so she signed off. We want to thank Robin. I'm glad it happened after they started.
Right.
I know.
Great, right? so that
what happened is she said, if y'all make me sing one more time.
Right. We were like, surprise, we want y'all to sing that other duet. She was like, nah, I'm out. No, but we want to thank Wakila. We want to thank Robin, of course, for being on the show or for being good sports and singing the songs for us, taking us back down memory lane. People in the chat room saying you guys did a great job. You guys were singing very well. So we certainly appreciate it. You know, follow us on social media. Follow Wakila on social media. She has a SoundCloud where you can search Wakila Music on SoundCloud. You can find her music. Robin is always throwing up YouTube. She got. I'm about to say, go ahead and plug your stuff, Robin. Go ahead.
We'll see. No, that's what I was about to say, because Courtney is going to kill me if I do not actually put it out there, because every time I forget about it. But really, you can look me up. I'm Robin McIntosh. I believe it comes up Robin M with the period after the M. I haven't posted in a while. That's what I'm trying to get myself back in the habit of singing and doing things to put myself back out there. He gave me a gift. I got to use it at some point. And so, yep.
Yeah, and that's your YouTube. That's your YouTube channel, right?
That's my YouTube channel. I haven't posted anything to Instagram, but my name is Robin M. It's actually Ms_Robin_Mac. So MRS_ROBIN_MAC.
All right, well, there you have it. So make sure you check out Wakila. Make sure you check out Robin on the social medias. Make sure you follow us at GOAT_debate, Twitter, IG, search the GOAT Debate Podcast on Facebook. Follow us if you're not already. Darius, do you have anything to add before we sign off?
Only to echo, thank you again, Robin. Thank you, Wakila, for coming on. That's a tough thing to do. Singing these songs. I would have shown you how it's done, but I'm also having technical difficulties. But make sure you tune in the GOAT Debate, please. I'll echo on iTunes, and I don't care if you listen to the episode, just download it, let it play. You could play with the sound on mute if you're tired of hearing my voice. I don't care. Just please like, subscribe, and play.
For sure. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for checking out this episode of the GOAT Debate Podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Talk to you later. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.